The journey of Cardi B's cosmetic procedures has recently taken a dramatic turn following her Coachella appearance. What was meant to be a stunning festival performance quickly spiraled into online controversy when images began circulating that had fans questioning the results of her surgical enhancements. Social media erupted with speculation about her BBL, Brazilian butt lift, with many suggesting it appeared botched, a situation that's now reportedly pushing the rapper toward potential legal action against her doctors. Unlike many celebrities who remain tight-lipped about their cosmetic work, Cardi has historically been refreshingly candid about her surgical journey. She's never hidden the fact that she's enhanced her body, which is partly why her fan base has been so supportive over the years. Many have celebrated her transparency in an industry where most stars attribute their dramatic physical transformations to diet changes, exercise routines, or miraculous skincare products, rather than acknowledging the surgeon's scalpel. The conversation shifted dramatically after Getty Images published unedited photos from her Coachella performance. When these images went viral, Cardi initially claimed they were altered, but fans quickly pointed out that Getty is known for its strict no-editing policy. Their photos represent reality without filters or touch-ups. In response, Cardi posted what she considered a more flattering image of herself, but this only intensified the backlash as followers accused her of heavily editing the new photo to conceal what they were now referring to as a botched body. The online criticism hit a nerve, prompting Cardi to respond in her characteristic, unfiltered style. She didn't hold back, targeting her critics with fierce comebacks and colorful language. In her defensive posts, she called out those commenting on her appearance, labeling them as jealous, unattractive, and irrelevant. This heated exchange only fueled the fire of public interest in what might be happening with her surgical results. Looking back at Cardi's relationship with cosmetic surgery reveals deeper motivations beyond simple vanity. Growing up, she felt insecure about her naturally thin frame, which didn't align with the beauty standards celebrated in her community. Where she came from, curves weren't just admired, they were the ideal. As a young woman, being skinny made her feel like an outsider, subject to teasing and negative comments that gradually eroded her self-confidence. These insecurities intensified when she began working as a stripper. In that environment, having curves wasn't just about personal preference, it directly impacted earning potential. Dancers with more pronounced features typically commanded more attention and higher earnings. This economic reality, combined with her existing insecurities, pushed her toward her first cosmetic procedure at age 18, when she saved enough money for breast augmentation. This initial surgery gave her a confidence boost, but it also opened the door to a complex relationship with body modification. What started as addressing a specific insecurity gradually evolved into a series of procedures. The breast augmentation helped, but in the competitive environment of strip clubs, it wasn't enough to level the playing field financially. She noticed that dancers with fuller behinds were still earning more, which led her toward her next significant decision, one that would have long-lasting consequences for her body and public image. Next, with limited funds and a strong desire to enhance her curves, 20-year-old Cardi made a dangerous choice that would impact her future in ways she couldn't anticipate. Instead of waiting to afford a procedure from a board-certified surgeon, she opted for an $800 zero-cent underground silicone injection treatment from a woman named Donna Francis. This decision was particularly risky because Cardi's petite frame didn't have enough natural fat for a traditional BBL procedure, which typically transfers fat from one area of the body to another. What Coy didn't know at the time was that Francis would later become infamous for her illegal cosmetic procedures. The underground practitioner eventually faced criminal charges after one of her clients died from complications related to a botched procedure, resulting in a prison sentence. Fortunately for Cardi, she didn't experience fatal complications, but the procedure was far from pleasant. In a later interview with GQ magazine, she described the experience as excruciatingly painful, saying she nearly passed out and experienced leaking for approximately 5 days afterward. After these initial procedures, Coy temporarily stepped back from cosmetic surgery. She had achieved the silhouette she desired and seemed content with the results. However, following the birth of her daughter Culture in 2019, she decided to undergo additional procedures to address post-pregnancy body changes. She opted for another breast augmentation and also underwent liposuction to remove excess weight gained during pregnancy. The problem came when Coy didn't allow herself adequate recovery time after these procedures. With a demanding performance schedule and numerous public appearances booked, she pushed her body beyond its limits. The consequences became visible when she experienced severe swelling in her feet, so dramatic that she posted images online showing the concerning results. This health scare finally convinced her to follow medical advice and take a break from performing to allow her body to heal properly. The experience appeared to shift her perspective on cosmetic surgery. She publicly declared that she had begun exercising regularly and wouldn't be having surgery again. Yet despite this statement, fans continued to notice changes in her appearance, particularly regarding her BBL. Eventually, Cardi acknowledged these observations, admitting that her posterior did indeed look different than before. Following the birth of her son, Cardi revealed that she had undergone surgery to remove approximately 95% of her biopolymers, the substances previously injected into her buttocks. This removal process left her with what she described as a fluffy appearance, as the remaining tissue needed to reshape after such a significant extraction procedure. While the surgery was intended to correct issues from her earlier enhancement, it resulted in yet another transformation that didn't quite achieve the look she had hoped for. As time passed, Cardi became increasingly vocal about regretting some of her earlier cosmetic decisions. She began using her platform to caution younger women against following in her footsteps, specifically warning against buttock injections and other similar procedures. Her message to fans emphasized that quick fixes often come with long-term consequences that aren't easily reversed. This advice seemed to come from a place of genuine concern and personal experience with the difficulties of correcting earlier cosmetic work. Despite her attempts to address the issues with her BBL, the results continued to draw criticism, particularly after her Coachella performance. Fans began suggesting she should demand a refund from her doctor, claiming the results were substandard. This ongoing public scrutiny has reportedly pushed Cardi toward considering legal action against the medical professionals responsible for her most recent procedure. The potential legal battle between Cardi and her surgeons highlights a broader conversation about celebrity culture, beauty standards, and the risks associated with cosmetic procedures. While Cardi's openness about her surgeries has been praised as refreshing in an industry full of denial, it has also exposed her to heightened scrutiny and criticism when results don't meet expectations. Her willingness to discuss both the procedures and their complications offers a rare glimpse into the reality behind the seemingly perfect bodies, often displayed on social media and entertainment platforms. The evolution of Cardi's perspective on cosmetic surgery reflects a growing maturity and awareness of its limitations. What began as a quest to conform to specific beauty standards and increase her earning potential has transformed into cautionary advocacy. Her experience demonstrates how initial insecurities can drive decisions that have lasting impacts, particularly when financial constraints lead to risky shortcuts like unlicensed procedures. Cosmetic surgery in celebrity culture often operates as a double-edged sword. Stars face immense pressure to maintain certain physical appearances while simultaneously being criticized if their enhancements become too obvious or problematic. For Cardi, this contradiction has played out publicly throughout her career. Her candor about procedures initially won praise, but that same visibility has made any subsequent issues impossible to hide from public scrutiny. The medical reality behind Cardi's situation reveals the complexity of corrective procedures. Removing fillers or biopolymers isn't simply a matter of reversal. It requires extensive intervention that can create new aesthetic challenges. The fluffy appearance she described after having materials removed demonstrates how one procedure often necessitates another, creating a potentially endless cycle of surgeries and recoveries. This cascade effect is rarely discussed when cosmetic enhancements are initially promoted or celebrated. Throughout her cosmetic journey, Cardi's relationship with her body has been intertwined with her career trajectory and public persona. As a stripper, her physical appearance directly impacted her income. As her music career took off, her distinctive look became part of her brand identity. However, motherhood and health concerns gradually shifted her priorities, leading to more introspection about the wisdom of continued modifications. Social media has played a significant role in both promoting and criticizing Cardi's physical transformation. Those platforms like Instagram allow celebrities to carefully curate and edit their images, creating idealized versions of themselves. When unfiltered images from sources like Getty emerge, the contrast can be stark, fueling speculation and negative comments. Cardi's aggressive responses to critics reveal the emotional toll such public scrutiny can take, even on someone known for thick skin and outspoken confidence. The broader implications of Cardi's experience extend beyond her individual situation. As someone with massive influence, particularly among young women, her evolving stance on cosmetic procedures carries significant weight. By sharing her regrets and warning others against certain types of enhancement, she's potentially preventing others from making similar choices without fully understanding the risks and long-term consequences. If Cardi does pursue legal action against her doctors, it could set an interesting precedent regarding accountability in cosmetic surgery. The case would likely examine questions about informed consent, reasonable expectations for results, and proper post-separative care. Given her public platform, such proceedings could bring increased attention to regulatory issues in the cosmetic surgery industry, potentially benefiting consumers beyond the celebrity realm. Whatever the outcome of this situation, Cardi's journey illustrates how beauty standards, career pressures, and personal insecurities can intersect to create complex relationships with body modification. Her willingness to discuss both the motivations behind her choices and their sometimes disappointing results offers a more nuanced perspective than either blanket celebration or condemnation of cosmetic procedures. As she navigates this latest chapter in her physical transformation, her experience continues to spark important conversations about authenticity, regret, and the often hidden costs of pursuing idealized beauty.